Can you smell the flock is cooking? Flock up and flock off. Not you stick around because it's about to go down. You know, flock with the most energetic entity in the Eagleverse, the oldest with the newest, the foulest with the loudest. You already know what time it is. It's a Maniac Monday, and we ain't been here in a minute. Been on a little vacation, a little bit too much serotonin released during the time that during the celebration of our Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Let's fucking go. They ain't champs like us. They not like us. Oh yeah, I was from that all last season. But yeah, we back in here, man, and we are 3 days away from what? The draft. And this is when things start to get really, really crazy. I really want to talk too much in the past few days because I really don't know too much about, I don't watch too much college football, y'all. So if I was being here talking about this guy, that guy, this one or that one, I'd be front like a mother flocker. So I just refrained from that. Plus, like I said, I just needed to chill, man. Like, I realized, I say I come in here for therapy, and I think I've come to realize that the Eagles are the addiction. So I have to step away from that. Nah, get the flock out of here. But we back in here, man. So what do we got for our flock box today? What do we have for the flock docs today? What is on the prescription in this edition of what we dishing? We're going to get into a little bit of course, what? The news of the day. Beef jerky. Let's fucking go, Kim Jurgens. I'm going to talk a little bit about that bum former running back for that whack-ass team down in Dallas. Then we got, what else did I want to get into? A few other things. You know, we're going to fly around this nest. How I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time, man. But before we do out of that, let's get the nest keeping out of the way. Please like and subscribe. If you about that fly, Eagles fly, drop a comment in that box. If you flying with the flock, let's fucking go. Even if you're not, but do remember, join that Maniac thing. Note again, you hit that bell, you get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. And while that's the Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes. Fly, Eagle fly skies. If you're not there, hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. Oh yeah. Wow, we still got it, baby. Yeah, we still got it, baby. But yeah, you know what else we still got? We got beef jerky in the building. Cam Jurgens. Still flocking with the Eagles. Just signed to a 4-year, $68 million contract, $17 million average per year. Then you also got, what, 39.4 guaranteed? But if you were listening to Jake Rosenberg the other day on the New Heights podcast, you'll be hip and in tune to the fact that what we really want to pay attention to is that guaranteed money. So that's almost, if you're looking at it, 4 years, 39.4 million, a little bit under $10 million a year for this dude. That's flocking go. Something like a deal. Highest paid Eagles center of all time after we just had one of the greatest centers of, if not the greatest center of all time on this squad. His replacement, Cam Jurgens, with a Pro Bowl nod last year, a Super Bowl chip last year. What this dude is doing, everything that you want your franchise, your cornerstone center to do. And speaking of cornerstones, that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4 of our 5 offensive linemen locked up through 2028 season. Not to mention, damn near the whole damn offense locked up through the 28 season. Minus, Dallas Goedert, and we'll get into that in the days coming. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I'm trying to refrain from talking about it because if I want to reverse the, jinx the jinx, reverse the jinx, you know what? I think we're going to trade him. We're definitely trading Dallas Goedert. So maybe that works in our favor, right? Regardless of what, that leaves damn near the whole offense signed through the 2028 season. That would be in Saquon Barkley. Yup. Check off Jalen Hurts. Yup. Who else? Well, then you got the back, running back, whoever that. Oh, shit, no. But yeah, you got what? So that's 1, 2. Devontae Smith, 3. AJ Brown, 4. The 4 offensive linemen, that's 8. Yeah, man, that's damn near your whole damn offense. So then what we left with? We're left with tight end. Left with tight end at 9. Then left guard at 10. And then depending on what position, so then third wide receiver, second running back, whatever case maybe, but still, man, 8 dogs, like real solidified, like forget all that thinking about who really does that anyway? Who has damn near their whole offense, a Super Bowl winning offense at that, tied in this damn team for what we got, 25, 26, 27, 28, for the next 4 seasons, y'all, bro. Great things to come. I've heard other people say it time and time again, all throughout the Eagleverse. Like, we are quite literally, figuratively, in the golden age of Philadelphia Eagles football, the platinum era, the diamond era, bro. Because this team just keeps doing the damn thing. We are crushing it. Oh, yeah, and I put the Super Bowl back on. I had to chill out from that. Like I said, man, I just felt like I was just releasing way too much serotonin. Like, all-time high. This last Super Bowl, 17 was great. 22 was an awesome run. Just something about this 24 team, man. What they were doing, how they were doing it. And then just, you keep hearing the stories coming out. Once again, shout out to our boy Jalen Hurts. I wasn't here for that, man. Being named top 100, most 100 influential people in the world. And what he's been through, man. And just like everybody, and brings it full circle to a Cam Jurgens, the backup. Like, those are pretty heavy shoes, big shoes to fill. When you're coming after the greatest center of all time in Jason Kelce, and there goes Jahan Dodson. And then, and then just to do what he's doing like no other. And that's something else that's coming up in this draft. Like, I might not be able to speak about the players, but as far as the philosophy that our team inhabits, the philosophy that we adopt, the philosophy that we take, as far as going, that's some other BS news, F them. You try and keep guys that, can learn from the guys that they're replacing. So in that vein, in that ilk, you saw Cam Jurgens being able to learn by playing next to Jason Kelce. They say usually when you're trying to teach a guy what to do, you're going to show him reference, right? Show him reference videos. And what better person as a center to show reference video of than Jason Kelce, especially when someone fits basically has the same attributes as you, because I'm pretty sure you could show Jason Kelce to certain centers and it won't quite relate because they're not quite the right guys. But it also helps that Jason Kelce helped handpick Cam Jurgens to replace him. Now, that may be doing a lot of heavy lifting as far as saying Jason Kelce helped him pick them, because, they're probably like, hey, what do you think, Jason? If Jason sells some cockamamie BS, off-the-wall BS, and I'm like, oh, great, we'll take that into account. But I imagine that, all things lined up where they needed to be with Jason Kelce agreeing, Jeff Stoutland agreeing, Howie Roseman agreeing, Nick Sirianni agreeing, and boom, we put this thing together. We come up with, this dude is the man. I mean, nope, I'm not even going to say, hey, Jalen Hurts with the brotherly shove. Look at him trying to push him. Suck MCs. Get the flock out of here. Dallas Goedert with the spike. I hope he sticks around. So then we've got that going. Oh, yeah. Champion. Just every time I look at him, man, I get flock in the hype. I'm still there, y'all. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if y'all have moved on to this upcoming season yet, or you're still floating on cloud nine from the Super Bowl win. Type in the comments, SB, if you're still about this SB, baby, let's fucking go. Yeah, I'm like, Saquon Barkley, man. Super Bowl Saquon Barkley. That's why his initials are the same as the Super Bowl. That's nuts. Or Super Bowl, one word. I don't know. We'll look that up. But, man, just great things happening. Great things to come, at least we hope. And I'm in this draft coming up. So I say all that to say, you've got, you're going to show reference of guys. You want to keep guys in the fold that can show guys how to do what they're supposed to do next. So in that vein, as much as, offensive line ain't always the sexiest thing, man, but this is how we do what we do. And like I said, we got these 4 guys locked the flock up, and pretty soon we're going to need a replacement for Lane Johnson. Getting that replacement right now would be kind of crazy, because I do believe it would be Lane Johnson, who's only here through the 27th season, if I'm recounting correctly. If I'm not, I'll check it out later, get back to y'all on that. But still, though, would it be too early to use a first-round pick to go grab? Oh, yeah, I guess we're doing draft stuff. Like I said, I wouldn't do, but, this is what we're doing, man. We got 3 days. It's heavy on the mind. But, yeah, before we get out of there on the Cam Jurgens and all that and all the whole situation, give it up for our boy Cam Jurgens, locking up a $68 million contract, 17 years annually, $39.4 guaranteed million. Big ball, second highest paid center in the league right now, behind Creed Humphrey over there in KC. Dude, we are doing the damn thing. He's doing the damn thing, and I'm so happy to have him, man. Yeah, I can't. I'm elated. I'm super happy. I hope they celebrate. Of course they are. I'm going to celebrate it for them. Where's it at? I ain't got nothing. We ain't cracking that till the season starts. You see, we got that Bird Gang thing over there, man. I can't wait. Game 1, I might not never open it. I might get another one just for sipping purposes. Because I think it's going to be, sipping outside the mind. We spin it. This therapy was needed. I don't know what the flock I'm talking about. But, we're going to pop that, crack that, maybe get another one, but I guess it's not going to be Yak with the Maniac for this year, man. It's going to be sipping that thing with the Bird Gang. Pause. Well, we're going to work on that. So we got that going on the draft. And I'll waste a little 5, 10, 15 seconds on Emmitt Smith. He said, ask them go Birds, ask them where they going. You got a long way to get to where we at. It was a long time ago before you was where you was, and you ain't even one of them ones. And if you really keep it count, you only got 3. We got 2. We one behind you, bitch. Ooh. And real talk, it's quite honestly, man, I don't even know why y'all are in our division, dogs. Like, get the flock out of here. Y'all in the South, you're bringing us down right now, dogs. Over the last 30 years, every team in the NFL has gotten to the NFC Championship, except to a championship game. That's the whole NFL, bro, except for y'all in 30 years, man. Get the flock about it. Who's you talking to? You mad at us? You mad at us for what? Get the fuck, man. I don't get how people are mad at a team. He's mad at a team for having something that they can't get over the last 30 years. He's upset at what his team's doing, but he's taking it out on the Eagles. And now let's be sensible about it, albeit this is a place, a safe space for maniacs. But we do come here for therapy. So let's be unbiased, think about it outside the box, outside the nest real quick, and really think about this. Would I, no, put my Birds hat back on. Would I be upset if my team hadn't done anything for 30 years and the team doing it for 30? Okay, I get it. Okay, I kind of get it. Okay. Like that bottom feeding dilemma. Like, you're at the bottom. You got nothing else to be mad at. You're already done with being mad at yourself. So what do? You got to shoot at the top. Best place to shoot. You know what? I'll give it to you. I'll grant you some grace. I just needed to get off my chest. And enough of Dallas. Get the flock up out of here, man. So anyway, back to the draft. So I'm seeing it, much like I said, having Jason Kelce right there next to Cam Jurgens over these years, over those first years of Cam Jurgens being on the team, Jason Kelce helping develop him, having a point of reference. So like I said, they're going to show you reference video. I believe I got this. I want to shout out the people I got it from. I believe I got this from Zangaro and Ruben Frank. Been listening to a lot of them lately over the last few days. But, they're going to have reference tape, and then what's better than to have the guy that you're referencing on video right next to you on the offensive line or right there in the same locker room as you. So in that vein, to pick up Lane Johnson's replacement could be a great thing. I'm seeing the kid Connolly. I seen Vrabel, some dude from North Dakota State University, I believe. So you've got that going, and there's a few guys out there that we could pick up and have follow in Lane's footsteps and perhaps play right guard in the interim. This could be a new philosophy implemented by our team. Like, that's just a spot that's going to be constantly rotated for the guy trying to learn next, trying to replace the next guy, whatever the case may be. I don't know. Damn, that was almost an INT, Jay. Yo. Oh, no, that was almost another INT by Mahomes. Forgot about that one. Damn, he could have thrown like 4 of them Jones in this house. That defense, bro. So then we've got the offensive line that we could look forward towards too. And like, not the sexiest thing, but possibly the smartest thing, conventional thing, not to mention, we lost some backup offensive linemen also, so we're going to need swing tackles and things of that ilk, something to look into. But speaking of that defense, we lost quite a lot of pieces on that defense, and one guy that I'm falling in love with, just from the tape that they're showing in the interim, not from me watching any games, just, basically everyone's hype videos is what we're seeing right now, so we're not going to see the warts on these guys and things of that ilk unless you're doing deep dives like other guys, not me, not on this side. But you see a guy like Nolan, what's his name, out of Ole Miss. Damn, I got this guy locked in. Been talking about him all week. The second I hop on here, I get scared, guys. I don't know. I get nervous. You guys make me nervous. But no, Nolan, what the fuck? Whatever. Defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. This guy looks like a flocking beast. And you just think about pairing him next to Jalen Carter. If all the attributes that they say he really has, what? It could be crazy. But then you've also got safety to look at after losing CJ, GJ, and other guys. Oh, yeah, we lost DBs out the ass. We got Isaiah Rodgers gone. We got Darius Slay gone. So, we hope. I'm hearing big things about Eli Ricks. Wow. That's the name that I hadn't heard in quite some time. So imagine him stepping up. And, of course, Keely Ringo, the guy that everyone wants to step up. Sidney Brown, another guy that could step up. But we want to bring competition in because we have to fill these spots. We have to fill a whole damn roster. And we lost a lot of top-tier talent in free agency this past season. So we got to replace guys. I'm hearing Malachi Starks is the name out there. I'm even hearing guys like DB's names coming up. Because initially I'm like, what do we need DBs for, bro? We already got the dogs, top dogs. We got exciting whites over here. We got Quinyanamo Bay over here. Like, what is we really talking about? Do we need anything else? But, we always need depth. And we had hell of it this last playoff run, this last Super Bowl run. And then the implementation of just that rotation of that defensive line. So we got defensive line guys we could look at, Mike Green, Pierce. You got all kinds of guys all over the place. So, basically what I'm saying, I say all that to say, and that's another reason why I really couldn't say anything, because, dude, we're playing from such an advantage that we can do exactly what I always admired. I'm just here to say, bleh, but just for the sake of being unbiased, one thing that I used to admire about Giants teams of the '90s, 2000s, their GM, I believe, is Ernie Accorsi. They would draft best available all the time. It's just like, damn, they didn't even need that, but they got that. And then, boom, they just, guys just rotate. And then in current years, you see that done a lot by the Baltimore Ravens and teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we have become basically the flagship of that along with the Kansas City Chiefs in the last few years. So, and we could keep doing that, keep rolling them out, keep turning them out. And we could go wherever we want in this draft. And I'm just looking at the wealth of talent that you're seeing around that 32nd pick. I'm not as dismayed. I'm not as disgruntled as I was prior, looking, weighing down 32, damn, how, and at any moment, how he could do something also. He could move up in this draft. I mean, we've got 4 picks in the 5th round in this draft, wrap those up in a bundle to try and move up. There's a lot of things we're doing. We could also move back and acquire more talent. I mean, and then we got, like we were just talking about Dallas Goedert going. I'm looking at guys like dude from Miami, Elijah. We've got the dude from Bowling Green, Fenton. What is his name? Fannin. I am drawing ridiculous blanks right now. These are guys that I've been talking about all week with the homies. So, yeah, and I mean, the Fannin guy is big on my radar due to the fact that we have his head coach from Bowling Green now on our coaching staff, so we wouldn't even need a top 30 visit. It'd be a nice sneaky move for us to go and snatch that dude up and no one ever see it coming. I mean, but, tight ends in the first round, but if Dallas Goedert does go, that's something that we will sorely need. But the guy that I'm most intrigued by is the guy whose name I was saying before any of this, just because he has NFL pedigree, with his father being Jason Taylor. I'm talking about Mason Taylor out of LSU. Now, I mean, you see the tape, and you can see why he would be the quintessential, most probable, most likely replacement for Dallas Goedert, being that he's a blocker, he's a catcher, and he does damn near. He looks like a light-skinned Dallas Goedert. Some people might think Dallas Goedert is light-skinned also. I don't know. He might have a little bit. I don't know. But, man, I just can't wait. We got 3 days left, man. Just want to hop in here for a warm-up, man. But I like to do around this time, about this time. So the next time makes it the best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You already know how I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. It's always Eagles o'clock around here. Over your eagle eye, poke your beak in and give it a and say it with me before we go, man. Oh, no. We got questions. Because no one knows what are we going to do with it. What you going to do when Eagle Mania flies down and runs wild in this draft on you? Like, what are we gonna do in this draft? What the fuck are we gonna do? Eagle Maniac here. We got to do it one time before we got here. Get a little rusty towards the end, but it's like this. Good energy, keep this energy going. Put positive vibes. Fire Eagle Five Skies out there to our team in these next coming days, and wish Howie and the rest of the team the best of luck. Jeff Steban Lurie, how E busting the stupid dope moves. Nixon Sirianni, next future Philadelphia Eagles. Give it up to Cam Jurgens, of course, and say it with me one time. EAGLES, Eagles. Let's lock and go. Yeah, that felt good. Let's get the flock of body. Yeah.